Teachers not paid and critical school repairs undone. We'll tell you what tutor has to say about that. Opposition leader calls on Prime Minister to retract her reckless statement. Tobago Tourism Agency pushes for Green Key certification, and Education Division issues a final call for primary school registration. Good evening, I'm Kristen Salandi. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Wednesday, 3rd of September 2025. To our top story. The Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association, Tobago branch, is calling on the Division of Education to provide a clear explanation as to why teachers have not yet received their salaries. The association also expressed concern over the lack of communication from the division regarding this pressing matter, noting that the silence has left educators frustrated and uncertain. With mere days remaining before the reopening of the new school term, Tutor is further highlighting that several schools across the island are still in need of critical repairs. AMPLIA Balgobin has the details.
With the new school term about to reopen, several teachers in Tobago are yet to receive their August salaries. According to Tutor Tobago officer Braden Roberts, the Division of Education usually uses its official platforms to update teachers on matters of this nature. But to date, no information has been shared.
At this time, Tutor is extremely disappointed in the operations of the Division of Education. We have quite a few teachers who are yet to receive their salaries. We understand that we are not in a perfect world and things may go wrong from time to time, but there is no form of communication from the division going out to the teachers who are affected.
Roberts is calling on the Division of Education to be more transparent regarding the salary delays. Meanwhile, he noted that several schools remain without much needed repairs.
To collect, feedback on the repair program. And we have at least 12 schools so far. We have 21 responses. Of those 21 responses, 12 would have indicated that no repairs were done at their school. I am seeing some of the schools which I know need significant work, like St. Patrick's School, that's the St. Patrick Government's primary school, have significant work with the electricals and so on to be done.
With the constant changes in THA administrations, Roberts noted that it slows progress, as each new appointee must first catch up before addressing critical issues.
The unfortunate thing is, today I'm hearing there's a new administrator, so there's this constant change of administrators. I believe this will be the 6th administrator this will be the 4th administrator since I have been Tobago officer. And the constant change, it takes time for the new persons to get in tune with what is really happening. And the progressive movement that we are all desirous of is being hindered by these constant changes.
As frustration continues to mount among teachers and tutor over the division's persistent lack of communication, the association is urging the division to provide clear communication and be more transparent in its operations. This is AMPLIA Balgobin reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Efforts to obtain a response from officials at the Division of Education regarding Tutor's claim were unsuccessful. However, we observed that Education Secretary Zarisha Hackett hosted Minister of Education Michael Dowlath on a courtesy visit early this morning. The division's official Facebook page shared a Happening Now post with a video of the minister greeting Secretary Hackett and other THA officials. Leader of the opposition, Penelope Beckles, strongly condemns Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessa's recent WhatsApp statement endorsing a U.S. military strike that left 11 men dead, labeled as members of the Venezuelan criminal group, Tron de Aragua. The opposition described the message urging the U.S. to, quote, kill them all violently, end quote, as reckless, disgraceful and inconsistent with the oath the Prime Minister has taken to uphold the Constitution and the law. Opposition leader Beckles further condemned the Prime Minister's reliance on WhatsApp for such significant messaging, suggesting it avoids proper media scrutiny and undermines public clarity. This pattern, she argues, is deeply troubling coming from the head of government. The statement has sparked regional unease. The AP reports that other Caribbean leaders, including Barbados's Foreign Minister Kerry Simmons, have expressed concern over unilateral U.S. action and are calling for stronger diplomatic coordination within CARICOM. Beckles questioned whether CARICOM was consulted before aligning publicly with U.S. military action, especially given the PM's prior admission of scant regard for CARICOM. Beckles noted that while the opposition supports strong and decisive action against drug trafficking, such measures must be lawful, coordinated, and in line with national values and international norms. The statement concluded with a demand for the PM to retract the inflammatory message, face the media, and provide comprehensive answers to the public. The Industrial Court, in a press release, welcomed 3 new members to its bench: seasoned labor advocate Rujanath Indar Singh, returning attorney and academic Dr. Selwyn Samaru, and former senior magistrate Brahanan Dubey. Their honors will preside over disputes in the General and Essential Services divisions. Meanwhile, the judiciary's highest court also received a new appointee. President Christine Carla Kangaloo on Tuesday officially swore in Justice Ricky Rahim as a judge of the Court of Appeal. Justice Rahim has served nearly 14 years on the Civil High Court and holds the distinction of being a trained judicial settlement officer. We'll take a break and come back with more. Stay with us.
Courts is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Courts Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Courts Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
The event of the century is here.
AMPLIA.
100 years of excellence to honor the past and ignite the future. Saturday, September 30th at the Magdalena. The Centennial Gala, hosted by Bishop's High School Tobago. An all-inclusive evening of entertainment, culinary delights, and timeless vibes. And at midnight, raise your glass as we welcome the next 100 years. Limited early bird tickets, $750. Secure yours at islandetickets.com. An all-white affair. One night, one century, one legacy.
Rise and shine, Tobago. The breakfast vibes you've been waiting for is here. It's time for Sun Up Tobago, the ultimate breakfast inclusive hula party that kicks off your carnival in style.
We come to take shots. She come to take shots.
Join us on Thursday, October 23rd from 6 a.m. to 12 noon at Scarborough House, 138 Milford Road. Music pumping, breakfast sizzling, coolers flowing, and vibes unmatched. This is where sun, sea, soca, and celebration collides. Get your early bird tickets now at Pablo Supermarkets, Barcode, Lost Restaurant and Launch, Signature Cuts, IslandEtickets.com, and committee members. Don't miss the event where Tobago Carnival truly begins. Sun Up Tobago. Come for the breakfast, stay for the vibe.
Skibidi bang bang. Yours truly Juby representing for Neon, a tribal affair by Highlighter Entertainment. We are here.
Tobago, are you ready? Highlighter Entertainment's Neon, a Tribal Affair. Costume sales are live. Register now at highlighterentertainment.com. This is Carnival meets culture. Rhythm meets rebellion. Neon is calling. And your moment is now. Light up the night.
I jamming on the pavement with Neon.
Thanks for staying with us. Parents and guardians of primary school children in Tobago are being encouraged to register their children for the upcoming academic year as soon as possible. In a bulletin issued by the Division of Education, Research and Technology, parents whose children are eligible for primary school entry but have not yet secured placement are being asked to visit the division's offices at Dutch Fort Plaza in Scarborough. The move comes as some students in Trinidad and Tobago continue to face challenges with placement. The Ministry of Education has implemented a new online system known as the First Year Infant Registration System to streamline the registration process for infants. The system, which launched in February of this year, was intended to make registration easier with an initial deadline of March 28th. However, that deadline was later extended to June 13th for the enrollment stage. Despite these efforts, the division is now making a final push to ensure all children on the island are placed in school. Parents are advised that placement can only be offered in schools where spaces are still available. With the new school term set to begin on Monday, Marked Road Safe, a public service campaign, re-emphasizes the importance of road safety, particularly in school zones. Drivers are being urged to exercise extreme caution and adhere to the 30 km/h speed limit to protect young pedestrians. Motor Vehicle Supervisor 1, Juan Castellano, provided guidance on the correct and incorrect use of crosswalks for both drivers and pedestrians.
Here we see the driver is stopping right abreast the crosswalk. The pedestrian comes out of the vehicle and crosses immediately in front of the vehicle, not allowing time or visual distance for the driver that's coming in the same lane to be able to stop safely and properly. That's making a safe space as a crosswalk becoming a place that is dangerous.
What are you doing here?
He highlighted a critical safety hazard, the practice of indiscriminate parking, which poses a significant danger. He explained how a vehicle parked immediately before and immediately after a crosswalk creates a blind spot which can dangerously obstruct the view of both drivers and pedestrians.
When the pedestrian is crossing, there's a tunnel that is formed, and both the lanes, immediate and opposite, finds it difficult to see the pedestrians as they cross, making the crosswalk a dangerous place.
Castellano also provided more information on proper crosswalk usage.
In this scenario, you are seeing the driver cross over, passes the crosswalk, stops a safe distance, approximately 15 feet thereabout, allows the passengers to come out and cross behind the vehicle. That way, the oncoming driver on the lane in which the pedestrian is starting to cross can see them, and the opposite lane has a proper visual as well. That's a safe way to utilize the crosswalk.
The Division of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment and Sustainable Development has announced the much-anticipated World Food Day 2025. The event is scheduled for October 15th and 16th at the Shore Park Food Hub. This annual celebration highlights the importance of food security, sustainable practices, and environmental awareness, promising engaging activities and informative sessions for attendees. Aliyah Balgobin has the details.
Food Security Secretary Natisha Charles Pantin explained why the World Food Day celebrations are no longer held at parade grounds in Bacalet.
Yeah, at the Shore Park Food Hub. And I just want to remind our viewers the reason for moving it from Dwight York Stadium to the Shore Park Food Hub is because of the giant African snail. Right? Usually the snails are transferred in your car tires, the eggs, right? They would be in the dirt, in the soil. That whole area, right, is flagged for the giant African snail.
In addition to the grand exhibition, the division, along with its substations such as Hope Farm and Louis Doll Nursery, will be hosting a series of open days.
And these different stations, when they host their open day, is really to showcase what they have been doing for the stakeholders during the year. There are demonstration stations, so a lot of the things that comes from the stations, they're not for production sake. Right, so we don't produce eggs for sale. We don't produce plants, for sale, like that. What we do is provide support.
As the division prepares for the World Food Day Grand Exhibition, the public is encouraged to mark their calendars as several smaller events will lead up to the main celebration. On October 5th, the Lamb Fest will be hosted, followed by the 2-day Grand Exhibition on October 15th and 16th, and the Horticultural Market on October 29th and 30th. All events are scheduled to take place at the Shaw Park Food Hub. This is Aliyah Balgobin reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
The Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection has officially announced the launch of its White Waste Cleanup Campaign, a major initiative aimed at keeping Tobago's communities clean, safe and environmentally friendly. Under this campaign, residents are encouraged to place large household items such as old refrigerators, stoves, washing machines and other bulky appliances at their curbsides for collection. The division notes that proper disposal of these items is critical, as abandoned white waste not only creates an eyesore, but also poses health and safety risk to the public. By removing these bulky items from yards and roadways, the initiative helps create cleaner surroundings and protects the environment. Residents are urged to take full advantage of this opportunity. You're watching the Tobago Updates Television News. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news right after this. TNTech is pleased to advise that its Roxborough Service Center has reopened. Starting Monday, 10th March, customers can once more visit the Roxborough Administrative Building to pay TNTech bills, request new connections, and more. TNTech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Hair goals, we've got them. At S&R Hair Fantasy, we provide a wide variety of quality hair, the latest hair accessories, adult toys, skin lightening products, female underwear, and much more under one roof. Check us out on Shelbourne Street in Plymouth or call us at 317-0808. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. S&R Hair Fantasy for queens who know exactly what they want.
I send in a big dirty bun for you.
Better than them.
And I have a big dirty bun for you. So you better don't run. Come on, fun, I said don't run. Good morning, Bacchanal. How do you do? It's very critical. Talk to you, 'cause it's a long road I'm going on. And I need some vitamin life, but stay strong. Bless me with you, carnival is my time.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Council has released the official schedule for its 2026 regional examinations, giving students, parents, and educators a clear timeline to work with. The highly anticipated calendar outlines dates for the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate and Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examinations, as well as the Caribbean Certificate of Secondary Level Competence and the Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment. According to the official release, the January CSEC exams are set to begin on January 5th and run until January 29th, 2026. The popular May-June examination period will follow, with CSEC beginning on May 4th and CAPE starting on the same day, both concluding in mid-June. The May-June CSEC exams run until June 9th, while CAPE wraps up on June 16th. A significant point to note is the continued push by CXC towards digital assessments. As previously announced, all January examinations will be conducted electronically. Students are encouraged to visit the official CXC website to download the full timetables and prepare accordingly. The Tobago Tourism Agency Limited, or TTAL, is making a renewed push to help the island's tourism sector go green. The agency has reaffirmed its support for the International Green Key Certification Program, a globally respected eco-label for sustainable and environmentally responsible tourism establishments. This initiative aims to position Tobago as a premier eco-conscious destination, appealing to a growing market of environmentally aware travelers. As of 2024, at least 9 Tobago properties have already secured this prestigious certification, distinguishing the island from its Caribbean counterparts. TTAL's support helps lower the financial barriers for local providers, enabling them to gain a competitive edge and join a global network of over 7,900 certified establishments across more than 90 countries. The move aligns with Tobago's unspoiled, untouched, undiscovered brand, ensuring the destination's natural beauty is protected for future generations. The weather report is up next.
I send in a big, 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 big dirty bun for you.
Better than them.
And I have a big, 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 big dirty bun for you. So you better don't run. Come up on me, say don't run. Good morning, Bacchanal. How do you do? It's very critical. Talk to you, but it's a long road I'm going down.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
Skibidi bang bang. Yours truly Juby representing for Neon, a tribal affair by Highlighter Entertainment. We are here.
Tobago, are you ready? Highlighter Entertainments, Neon, a tribal affair. Costume sales are live. Register now at highlighterentertainment.com. This is Carnival meets culture. Rhythm meets rebellion. Neon is calling. And your moment is now. Light up the night.
I jamming on the pavement with Neon.
Rise and shine, Tobago. The breakfast vibes you've been waiting for is here.
When it wrong, tell you use a big dancer.
It's time for Sun Up Tobago, the ultimate breakfast inclusive hula party that kicks off your carnival in style.
We here to take shots. She come to take shots.
Join us on Thursday, October 23rd from 6 a.m. to 12 noon at Scarborough House, 138 Milford Road. Music pumping, breakfast sizzling, coolers flowing, and vibes unmatched. This is where sun, sea, soca, and celebration collides. Get your early bird tickets now at Pablo Supermarkets, Barcode, Lost Restaurant and Launch, Signature Cuts, IslandEtickets.com, and committee members. Don't miss the event where Tobago Carnival truly begins. Sun Up Tobago. Come for the breakfast, stay for the vibe.
Now for a look at the weather update from the TNT Met Office. Tonight, mostly fair despite a few spotty showers and a low chance of an odd thunderstorm mainly towards dawn. Tonight's temperature is expected to be 26 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, a few showery spells favoring the morning period will interrupt generally hot but fair conditions. There remains a low chance of the odd heavy shower or isolated thunderstorm. The forecast low for Thursday is 26 degrees Celsius with a high of 32 degrees Celsius. The heat index should be at 37 degrees Celsius. Seas are expected to be slight with waves 1 to 1.5 meters in open waters and smooth in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 5:52 and sunset is at 6:10. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Here's a recap of the headlines. Teachers not paid and critical school repairs undone. Opposition leader calls on Prime Minister to retract her reckless statement. Tobago Tourism Agency pushes for Green Key certification. And Education Division issues a final call for primary school registration. I'm Kristen Salandi. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a good night.